Hey, Wyatt here for Howes Diesel Products. If you found yourself in the position every diesel owner dreads, a gelled truck, then you've come to the right place. We'll explain how and why this happens. But first, we're going to show you the proper way to use Howes Diesel Lifeline to get you back on the road in no time. You might be wondering if your rig's fuel is actually gelled. Here are some common signs to consider as you troubleshoot the no start issue. Cranks but won't start, or starts then stalls under throttle. Feels starved for fuel, especially on acceleration. Fuel in the filter looks cloudy from wax crystals forming in the cold. Fuel rail pressure value is abnormal, which is usually accompanied by a P0087 code. These are classic gelling behaviors caused by paraffin wax crystallizing as the temperature drops. If this sounds like what you're dealing with, then this is what you need to do to get back on the road. First, you need a bottle of Howes Diesel Lifeline Rescue Additive. Then, you need basic hand tools to access and remove the fuel filters on your truck. When removing fuel filters, the fuel can be pressurized. Gloves and eye protection are a must. You'll also want to grab some shop towels or rags for cleanup and a bucket or oil pan that you'll dump the gelled fuel from the filters into. Now that you've got the gear to complete the job, here's how to ungel your truck. Step 1, make it safe. Start by making the truck safe before you begin working on it. Pull completely off the roadway onto a safe shoulder or parking area. Set the parking brake, place the transmission in neutral, and shut the engine off. Step 2, locate the primary and secondary fuel filters on the truck. Most heavy-duty diesel engines use a dual filter system, including a frame-mounted primary fuel water separator and a secondary engine-mounted filter. The primary filter is commonly mounted along the frame rail near the fuel tank. The secondary filter is typically mounted on the engine itself under the hood. You do not need to remove fuel lines. We're only accessing the filter housings so Diesel Lifeline can be added to the fuel system. Step 3, remove any visible wax buildup from the fuel filter. Once the filter is off, look for any visible wax buildup. If you see wax buildup in the fuel filter, turn it upside down and knock out as much of that wax as possible before reinstalling it. Tapping the filter gently against a hard surface can help dislodge wax crystals and restore that fuel flow. Make sure to empty the fuel filters into an empty bucket or oil pan. This fuel will need to be disposed of properly. The goal here is to clear any restrictions so treated fuel can circulate through the system. Step 4, fill the fuel filters with Diesel Lifeline. Completely fill the removed filter with Diesel Lifeline, then reinstall it exactly as your truck's manual specifies. This gets treated fuel to the engine immediately on restart. Step 5, add Lifeline to the tank. Pour additional Diesel Lifeline into the tank. Add 16 ounces of Diesel Lifeline for every 20 gallons of fuel in the tank. Lifeline is super safe in any diesel engine, so don't worry about overtreating. This starts breaking down wax in the tank, the lines, and the pickup tube, so the issue doesn't come back once you're driving. It's a good idea to keep a couple bottles of Diesel Lifeline in the truck at all times to ensure you have enough to treat the tank and 2 fuel filters. Step 6, prime the fuel system. After adding Diesel Lifeline, the fuel system needs to be primed so treated fuel reaches the injection system. Turn the key to the on position to power the truck's electrical system. Some trucks have an electric lift pump that will run during this time. If your truck is equipped with a hand primer pump, which is commonly mounted on the fuel filter housing or near the water separator, manually pump it until you feel firm resistance. On trucks equipped with a fuel water separator that has a transparent housing, you may also see the bowl begin to refill as the system primes. Do not crank the engine yet. The goal is to move the treated fuel into the filters and injection components first. Step 7, wait. Once the system has been primed, allow the truck to sit for about 15 minutes. Diesel Lifeline needs time to re-liquefy the gelled fuel inside the filters, fuel lines, and injection pump. In very cold conditions, additional time may help the treatment work through the system. Step 8, start the truck and re-prime if necessary. After waiting, attempt to start the engine. If the engine starts and immediately dies, or fails to start after several attempts, the fuel system likely still contains air. Reprime the system using the hand primer pump and try again. Step 9, let it idle until it runs smooth. Once it starts, let it idle for 10 to 15 minutes so warm returning fuel and Diesel Lifeline clear out any remaining gelled fuel. Diesel Lifeline is designed to reliquefy all of the gelled diesel in the system and de-ice those frozen fuel filters. It doesn't require premixing with diesel and doesn't require a filter change after the fact since it's alcohol-free. Untreated diesel can begin to gel around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so regular treatment eliminates risk and inconsistency. Here's a few additional tips. Tip 1. Practice these steps before you're in a gelled situation. Tip 2. Use reputable, high-turnover fuel stations. Tip 3. Add Howes Diesel Treat to every tank of fuel all winter. Tip 4. Keep Diesel Lifeline in the cab for emergencies. Diesel gelling can be frustrating, but with Howes Diesel Lifeline and a simple roadside procedure, you can get your truck running again quickly and safely. Always carry a bottle for peace of mind, and remember that a preventative use of a high-quality anti-gel like Howes Diesel Treat in every tank is the best defense against cold weather shutdowns. Stay safe and keep moving, no matter how low the temperature drops.